Thanks for joining me on Radio Taiwan International. You're listening to Sunny Side Up, a weekly escape from the headlines that weigh us down. I'm Eloise Phillips, and in a world flooded with negative news cycles, I'm here every Tuesday to shine a light on the quiet heroes, the breakthroughs, and the everyday wins happening right now, across the globe and in our own backyards. From innovative communities in Taiwan to heartwarming news abroad, I'll share stories that remind us hope still exists. Join me for positive news reports, guests' personal highlights from their week, and special features with local changemakers. Tune in, lift up, and let's spread the good vibes together. Today I'll be talking about atypical, non-9-to-5 work, a new therapy for Parkinson's, the World Happiness Report, light concrete made from waste, and Payphones tackling intergenerational loneliness. So let's dive right in. A growing number of young Taiwanese professionals are trading the predictable grind of 9-to-5 office life for atypical work, reclaiming control over their time and redefining what a successful career looks like. From ski instructors chasing winter in Japan to digital nomads teaching Mandarin or holding meetings from cafes and parks in affordable hubs like Chiang Mai and Da Nang, these workers are proving that income stability and personal freedom are not mutually exclusive. Rather than impulsive escapes, their transitions are often the result of meticulous financial planning and a strategic shift toward systematic freelance models that build long-term client relationships. Work seems like something that gives you income, that lets you eat and not starve, but you know you don't have much passion or sense of achievement for it, said Jasmine, 35, a former university administrator who now works as a digital nomad, podcaster and blogger. The feeling of powerlessness was so strong, I really wanted to escape everything, she said. Jasmine, and others like Sydney, a former tech project manager turned multi-hyphenate freelancer, argue that the traditional promise of stability is an illusion in an era of routine corporate layoffs. Instead, they prioritize location freedom and time freedom, often pooling resources in co-working spaces to create informal safety nets and share opportunities. After experiencing several different lifestyles, Sydney said he realized he prefers his current life, noting that while he isn't ruling out a return to traditional work, his goal at this stage is to combine different forms of collaboration and truly live as himself. While these workers acknowledge the trade-offs, such as the lack of employer-matched pensions and the need to self-insure, they view retirement not as a distant finish line at 65, but as a, quote, sliding retirement, end quote, achieved through early investing and lifestyle design. For many, the goal is no longer to buy a house or climb a corporate ladder, but to extend their working lives by doing what they love. Career counsellor Huang Qianyi notes the shift reflects a broader societal change, saying work is a method to take you to your ideal life, not the whole of life, and that as long as a job aligns with your values, core interests and abilities, it is a suitable job. As Taiwan's economy matures, this generation is increasingly betting on themselves, choosing a path where the only boss they answer to is their own sense of purpose. Japan's Health Ministry Advisory Committee endorsed the world's first induced pluripotent stem cell, or iPS cell, therapy for Parkinson's disease on February 19th, marking 20 years since mouse iPS cells were announced in 2006. The panel recommended conditional, time-limited approval for manufacturing and marketing 2 iPS-derived regenerative products, a milestone toward everyday clinical use. Developed by Sumitomo Pharma with Kyoto University's Dr. Jun Takahashi, Amchepry reprograms healthy donor adult cells into iPS cells, which are guided to become dopamine-producing neurons. These are implanted into patients' brains where Parkinson's disease has destroyed such cells. In a Kyoto University trial, 7 patients aged 50 to 69 received 5 million to 10 million cells bilaterally. Over 2 years, cells survived in all without serious safety issues. 4 showed symptom improvement. The conditional approval based on limited data requires post-marketing studies for full approval, and treatments aren't yet available. Health Minister Kenichiro Ueno said at a press conference that she hopes this will bring relief to patients not only in Japan but around the world. Japan's fast-track pathway accelerates approval for regenerative medicine, positioning it as a global leader. Rollout for iPS cell therapy could begin as early as this summer. Taiwan ranked as the happiest place in East Asia at number 26 worldwide in the 2026 World Happiness Report, released by the UN-backed initiative. The island scored 6.714 out of 10, based on a 3-year average of self-reported well-being from 2023 to 2025. It outperformed Singapore at 36th, Japan at 61st, China at 65th, South Korea at 67th, and Hong Kong at 90th, among 147 countries and regions. However, Finland held the top spot for a 9th straight year, scoring 7.764. Observers from the European student think tank point to the country's recent female-led governments as a potential factor. From 2019 to 2023, former Prime Minister Sanna Marin's coalition, featuring ministers like Katri Kulmuni, Maria Ohisalo, Anna-Maja Henriksson and Lee Anderson, advanced policies amid pandemic, immigration and economic strains. Key measures included the 2020 National Childcare Act, expanding universal early education to boost child development and parental workforce participation, especially for women. The 2022 Parental Allowance System extended equal leave to all parents, regardless of gender or family type, promoting shared responsibilities and work-life balance. Finland also passed a 2022 Climate Act that targets carbon neutrality by 2035, emphasizing renewables, sustainable industry, and global cooperation, such as the Paris Agreement. Such initiatives may foster trust, fairness, and institutional confidence, hallmarks of high happiness scores, researchers note. Studies suggest that female leaders often prioritize empathy-driven policies on family, health, and the environment, correlating with lower corruption and stronger social welfare in some nations. A Budapest-based company, Macropa, is mixing shredded, hard-to-recycle waste into lightweight concrete for paving roads, building houses, and insulating structures. Macropa uses unrecyclable waste streams, otherwise headed to landfills or incinerators. The material, waste-like concrete or WLC, entraps 3,000 to 4,000 tons of trash per kilometre of road. Available since 2021, WLC blends a proprietary binding additive, shredded waste, and standard concrete ingredients. It incorporates polystyrene foam, hard-to-recycle mixed ester, and rigid plastics, plus non-plastics like furnace ash, sawdust, and cigarette butts, all shredded to mimic stones in regular concrete. Unlike plastic roads that melt waste into asphalt, WLC retains concrete chemistry for superior durability, versatility, and longevity. It resists fire and heat transfer, protecting occupants and cutting air conditioning costs, while allowing airflow to prevent mold. WLC's porous structure absorbs sound waves for better soundproofing than standard concrete, and its flexible waste components make it shock-resistant to gunshots, blasts, and even earthquakes. Karoli Bus, Macropa founder and WLC patent holder, told Reuters he knew of no one else utilizing this technology in the same way and that no one else had found a solution at this scale and quantity. Matter Neuroscience has installed refurbished payphones on Boston's Commonwealth Avenue, urging college students to call a boomer, automatically connecting them 3,000 miles away to seniors at Reno, Nevada living complex to combat intergenerational loneliness. The Reno phone flips the script, prompting residents, mostly single or widowed and 62 or older, to call Zoomers. Caller Kira loves the idea, arguing that younger and older people need to talk more since everyone has forgotten ways to stay in touch and break loneliness and isolation. Facility manager Tom Riley said residents thrill at the chance to chat. The group believes in connection over cortisol to help people live happier lives and boost well-being and emotional fitness, said Kala Kessler. People often stay in little bubbles, but have much to learn from each other despite differences, she added. Citing over 200 million people worldwide with major depressive disorders, the group aims to tap into built-in biological reward systems. Organisers want callers to leave feeling happy and to remind us that connection remains possible in a polarised world. Phones will remain up for at least a month, with highlights being posted to social media. Earlier versions of the project helped to bridge political divides between Texans and Californians. And that's all the news articles we have time for. But join me after the break, where I chat with Phil about what he's been grateful for lately. Welcome back to Sunny Side Up. Hopefully we're feeling a bit less depressed after hearing some positive news stories, but it doesn't end there. So this show isn't just about the global picture, but also those smaller, more personal moments. So with that in mind, joining me briefly in the studio today is Phil. Say hello.
Hello, hi.
So you're my first guest on my new show. How does it feel?
It feels, I am honored that you picked me over everybody else.
You should be.
Yeah, I'm very excited what you come up with, because I only know the show on paper.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to see the concrete example that comes up.
Well, okay, so first remind us, what's your show again?
I'm hosting status updates, so that's listeners who write to us emails, letters, whatever they want to, whatever's on their mind and they want to share it with the radio station, or just something about their countries. It doesn't have to be with radio station. And the second one is I interview artists, musicians for Taiwan Grooves. And yeah, I just interviewed a Belgian film scorer.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and it was fun. And now I'm editing as we talk, like...
as we talk, I hope not.
Sorry. Before we started
Need
talking...
you focused.
I'm very focused. Before we started talking, I started editing. I had a New Zealanders.
Oh,
Their accent is wonderful. It's like, it's heavy, man. I love the accent.
Sorry, say that again. I didn't quite catch that.
Takes forever. But yeah.
So, well, grooves, music, that's definitely something that always makes you feel positive,
that
right?
we like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even when it's like sad or melancholic kind of music, I think if it's congruent with your emotions, it's somehow pleasurable.
That's very true. I came to realize that I think I matured somewhere near university about this. Because, you know, when you're feeling sad, you kind of want to like hear happy, upbeat stuff to like negate it at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to like indulge in it. I want to go into that
See, I
feeling.
just found that later, like, I don't know, somewhere 20s. You're like, yeah, you can also appreciate a sad moment, because that kind of brings out the sadness even more, gives it more form, shape, and then it's like you get a little distance from it, and then as a result you feel happy.
Exactly. Happy sad. I always say the Smiths are happy sad people.
The Smiths?
The Smiths, yeah. Because...
Who are the Smiths?
The Smiths.
The movie?
The band.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, come on.
Wait, of course I know
guy.
them.
Please.
Okay, I know. Yeah, of course I know them. Smiths. How many Smiths do I know? Okay.
But one of my favourite lines of theirs is, what was it? I wanted a job, I got a job, and now I feel terrible, or something like that along those lines. And it's like, it just perfectly sums up life.
Always like that. It's jobless, not good. Good job, not good.
But anyway, I'm here to ask you about something which has brought a smile to your face recently, or I don't know, just something generally that's been a positive experience, or something you can be grateful for in life.
I gave this a lot of thought.
Did you?
Like 2 minutes. And I couldn't come up with anything better. But no, it comes in periods, right? Sometimes you'll have something you're very grateful for in that
what was
in that stage of your life, or like in that week, something specific just comes up.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays when you ask me this, the only thing that comes to mind is how privileged I or we are in here, that you can have a normal job, you know, you have friends, you have normal life, and there's no like missiles flying over.
Yeah.
There's no government regime that is trying to like get rid of their own people. Like you really once you read up enough or you lived in some of the areas, it makes you realize like Taiwan is so safe, and it's just so privileged. Like we take it for granted, obviously, but you know, you don't have to worry about your safety, about your life, about your belongings any given day. Like you know, you leave your bike, you go, you come back, it's there. You don't have to fight anyone for anything. You don't have to like hide anywhere. Like I think this would be my top thing for now, really, that I can come up with.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Like, especially if you work in media and you're faced with the news all the time, you see these,
despite
these
not
stories.
wanting to, but
well, yeah, exactly. Which is why I'm trying to create this show.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, we had a listener that told us, hey, it's all sad news, so how about we, you know, is anybody coming up with some positive news program? And I was like, this is the perfect timing. I have just the person to tell you.
It's fate.
So, Alan, if you're hearing this,
this
shout
is
out
all
to you.
for you.
It's all for you. We started a show for you.
Oh, no. But thank you for
So what about you?
Oh, me. I wasn't prepared for that. I guess recently...
And you can copy me.
No. I do have something. Recently, as I've said before on other shows, I used to live in Taiwan, and as much as I loved it there, you know, beautiful landscapes and slow pace of living, everything, but there was always one thing missing, and it was like events and like activities, getting into things. And just this past weekend, I went to an amazing event, basically a live recording, like in an intimate space with some incredible artists that, and it went straight to vinyl record and then got auctioned off immediately on site.
I have never seen that.
Honestly, just be witnessing their kind of, well, their talent, but also like their passion. And because I guess on a lot of concerts and festivals, like you're quite far away, right? So you don't necessarily feel everything. But yeah, being in that like tiny little space and just absorbing their energy, it kind of made me feel very positive, gave me inspiration to, well, hopefully soon also perform to bigger audiences, and just
that's wonderful.
Gave me confidence. I don't know.
That's nice, right? I mean, they also started somewhere. They worked their way up, and then once you realize, like, hey, I feel like I have something to share with people. Yeah. Then you'll be like, I think I can do this. Yeah.
That's the hope anyway. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you for being my guest for today, and stay tuned for some more personal highlights as I venture out to Organic Festival.
Yay, positivity.
Yeah, bye-bye. Remember, positive change is happening everywhere, from Taiwan's vibrant communities to stories touching your own life. If you'd like to share your story and appear on the show, please get in contact by email. You can write to me at eloise@rti.org.tw. That's eloise@rti.org.tw. Join me next Tuesday for more feel-good news, fresh personal highlights, and our monthly local Changemaker Spotlight. I'm Eloise Phillips. Thanks for tuning in. Stay uplifted and keep seeing things sunny side up. Tune in tomorrow for more programs by Radio Taiwan International. Until next time.
Hey, it's Michelle, your host of Geek Out, where you can listen in on people's passions in Taiwan and around the world every Thursday. What's your cup of tea, tickles your fancy, or floats your boat? Geek Out guests get up close and personal on topics from Dungeons & Dragons to mental health awareness to herpetology, and so much more. Thanks for listening to Radio Taiwan International. Check out Geek Out and a plethora of other awesome shows on the website at en.rti.org.tw. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you there!